Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. I'm here to talk to you about the Paige Bueckers, the Cinderella story. How are you guys doing today? So first I'm going to start by talking about Paige Bueckers' injuries, the injuries that brought her to her Cinderella story and what we need to know. Okay, so in 2021, according to the CT Insider, she suffered a fracture in her left knee in the final minutes of a UConn game against long-team rival Notre Dame. She suffered the non-contact injury with 38.5 seconds left and was carried off the floor before UConn completed a 73-54 win. Right? Bueckers then went on to have surgery a week later and missed the next 19 games. She returned at the end of February and led UConn to the national title game, a run that included a 27-point performance in an overtime win over NC State in the NCAA tournament. In 2022, she suffered an ACL tear. Bueckers tore her ACL in her left knee during a summer pickup game at UConn. An MRI that day revealed that the tear, she had surgery a week later. Bueckers sat out the entire 2022 to 23 season and was dinged. Coach P as she offered instruction and cheering from the bench. Right? But she's getting all these injuries. This is like number 3 right here because this is number 2. If we're going in order, but she had a total of 4 injuries, right, during her UConn season. And I like to give hats off to her coach and her team for not giving up on her. Because sometimes when you have these injuries, they be ready to replace you with somebody else. So I'm so glad that she had the opportunity for us to get to hear her Cinderella story, right? And then in 2023, she had a left thumb injury. She jammed her left thumb in practice and missed a few days of practice. During the Big East Media Day on October 24th, she had returned to practice where she had to wear a wrap around her thumb. And let me tell you, so she suffered those 3 injuries, but she still went on with her mindset mentally. She had the right people around her mentally to prepare her through every obstacle, because to sit out for a whole year, that takes a lot of your mental, and it takes a lot where you're going to have to fight to get back. You're going to have to fight to prove yourself. And no, she didn't start off that way, but she still kept fighting. She had the energy and the strength and the people behind her to back her up. And some of her career honors was that in 2025, she won the Big East Player of the Year. She also won All Big East First Team. So she has proven to be the Paige Bueckers, and she deserves to be the number 1 WNBA draft. And we know she is going through the Dallas Wings. I have no doubt about it that Paige Bueckers will dominate in the WNBA, and I wish her nothing but the best. And then on top of that, she gets to take a ring with her into the WNBA. How about that? The one that they were talking about, the negative that she had against her as she's fighting through her injuries, as she coming in there to make sure and let herself be known without not giving up. She's showing the haters who she is and what she's about. And she went into that championship game and she played very unselfish. I said from the beginning, in order for either team to win this championship, they are going to have to play together as a team, because one person cannot win that championship by themselves. And she helped UConn get that championship. She redeemed herself through all her injuries. And I mean, these are injuries that are no joke. Like, she sat out a whole year. So for her to be able to advance like that and to show the world, hey, you can go through obstacles We can go through trials and tribulations, but guess what? I'm still standing. I got my championship ring, and I'm going to the NBA on top of that. I think she'll be great with Dallas. I have no problem with her coming into the W. If you want to find out more about Paige Bueckers and her injuries, you can go to CT Insider. You can also look on UConn website, and it'll tell you all her career honors that she's achieved. I mean, the list goes on and on. You could write a book. This girl she has made a name for herself. She didn't come here just saying, "Oh, give me this, give me that." No, she earned all of that. So the reason why I call this a Cinderella story is because, guys, I ain't really like Cinderella's story anyway, because I felt like them sisters, they ain't had to do her like that. You know what I'm saying? And that stepmom, she knows she was wrong. But in this situation, you know how Cinderella had to go through all of those obstacles, and they didn't want to deal with her. They just want to use her as a maid, and they watch her go through and go through and go through. And then she had a light with the fairy godmother. That's how Paige's story ends. She had the proper people around her, and she had a team and a coach that believed in her and didn't give up on her through her injuries. And she got her shoe at the end, and her prince. Prince are going to the WNBA. I don't know, or whatever. But look Paige Bueckers up, because she won that game with the teammates because they believe in her. All of them worked together, and I ain't never seen it. They tore that team up, and I love South Carolina. I love Dawn. And everybody have their seasons, and this season was for Paige Bueckers. So yes, she's going into WNBA. Yes, she got her ring. Yes, she got her accomplishments, and yes, she will dominate. Let's see what they say now, because guess what? The best is yet to come, and she's not putting herself in the forefront of saying, "Oh, I'm all this, and I'm gonna take over the WNBA." She spoke out for minorities, all race. She spoke out for all races, and I know they didn't like that, and I know that's what added to her haters. But guess what? When she gets to the WNBA, everybody gonna have their arms and hands out, wrap around, shake hands. They're gonna appreciate her, because she wasn't quiet when everybody else was silent. She spoke up, and it takes a lot to speak up for minorities and all people of the rainbow. So kudos to Paige Bueckers, and let's look forward to seeing her in the WNBA. Catch me on the next one, guys. I got more great content coming. I got more artwork coming. And I'm working on this website on Shopify, so that's coming too. I've been working up for the past couple of days trying to get everything straight. So stay tuned for that. I have some upcoming content coming that I think you guys are going to love. And I just wanted to let you know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you can do all things with grace that gives you strength. So guys, if this young lady believed in whatever she believed in or believes in to achieve after all of that, what makes you think you can't do it either? Come on, let's come on, join together so we can tell our Cinderella stories. All right, guys, catch me on the next one.